Hey everyone, this is IFBB Figure Pro, Nicole Zenobia Graham, 3-time going on 4-time Olympian. You are watching O-Bound, which is my journey to the 2022 Olympia. Today, we are currently 3 weeks and 5 days out from this year's Olympia. Today, we're actually going through a leg day. Actually training with my friend, posing client, sister, Cori Thomas. She's also getting ready for the Amateur Olympia. Leg day, quads really specifically. I hit quads once a week, ideally Sundays, hamstrings once a week, but then I do have a touch-up day where I do hit both. So technically speaking, 3 leg days, but solely all quads on one day.
What about you?
I get 1 leg day. I get 1 leg day. And hamstrings and glutes.
What day is that?
Thursday is normally my leg day, but because I love Z, we doing quads today. But I do
Z loves company.
That's on Thursday, that's full legs. So hamstrings, quads, glutes, calves, and then Monday, Wednesday, and Fridays I do glutes with back.
Yes, I'm glad she said that. Glutes. Every other day. Team glutes, team wellness, team bikini.
Right. Everybody want good glutes. Who don't?
You got to get it in on this. I don't even know what you want to even call this thing, but I like it for my outer sweeps. Get the feet in relatively close. Then we're gonna move in that direction and we're gonna hit some adductors. So we're gonna superset with that. I would say this prep was a little different as far as changing my training style goes. So I've actually started working with my swole mate, Demonte Dudley, so we usually train together, or sometimes he'll train me himself. Normally, in the past, it was real old school bodybuilding, super heavy weight, obviously still controlling the weight, but it wasn't necessarily negative focused or holding reps or time under tension, things of that nature. So now it's more so controlling the negative, controlling it back up, more holds. And honestly, training this way, it's a lot more humbling. I can't nearly push as much weight as I did before, because think about it, if you're moving all of that kind of weight, unless it's like you can really control it with like the negatives and things of that nature, it's more so your joints that are moving the weight versus you actually focusing on the muscle. So the way that I train legs now, I'm really focused on the muscle itself. So that helps you. And notice how I don't lock out at the top. I'm probably coming up about 3/4 of the way up. As I'm pushing off, pressing on the outside of my foot, targeting my outer sweeps. leg days. I actually really enjoy leg day, to be very honest. I mean, more so I really enjoy it and the improvement and the off season. Just because obviously you can push more, you have more energy. Legs, I think, are an acquired taste. I think a lot of people probably don't like legs because legs can be very painful. But I enjoy the outcome of what legs look like when you put so much effort into them. So legs are probably my favorite body part to actually train. Used to be back, used to be shoulders, but now I can't really train them as hard as I used to because I'm pretty much maxed out for my division upper body wise. So leg day is definitely a favorite for me.
No, I hate leg day. I'm a back day girl. So I like back, but because she can't get bigger, I get way bigger. So I want a massive back. So back day is my favorite, back and shoulders. I hate legs. It's probably because it's my weakest part of my body as well. So leg day sucks for me.
So you both are getting ready for the Olympia and Amateur Olympia.
Yes.
Right.
How many weeks out are you now, and how are you feeling going into the show?
Well, right now I am currently 3 weeks and 5 days out. I mean, right now, obviously, yes, of course I'm hungry. Yes, I'm tired. But I'm honestly really excited about this Olympia. This year, we're looking at basically double the amount of athletes this year. So it's going to be really exciting. Normally, I think we're usually about maybe 19 to about 23 women who usually get on stage for the Olympia. This year, we are looking at 40, and a lot of them are actually international women. So really exciting. Just pumped up about it, to be really honest. I mean, now we can honestly really say that we are, standing amongst the best of the best in the world. So it's not just a bunch of women from the U.S., but now we're looking at women from other countries. So really, really, really big deal this year.
Well, I'm just super excited. So I'm excited the fact that I get to actually see Z get on stage, but I am about 3 weeks and 2 days out. So I actually get on stage on Thursday, and Z gets on stage Saturday. So
No, vice versa, actually, because I'm on Friday. I think you're on Wednesday.
I'm on Wednesday. Okay. Yeah, so I'm really just
Prep
super
brain.
excited, right? That's prep brain for you. Hungry. I'm definitely still very, very much hungry. But overall, just coming with a better package, making sure that my posing is pristine. I mean, I got one of the best coaches in the world. And making sure that my routine is tight, just being better than I was the last time that I stepped on stage, being that I'm fairly new to this industry, I'm just focusing on me. I'm really not worried about what the next person is doing or what package they bring. I just want to bring a better package than I brought to my last show.
Absolutely. That's what it's all about.
So the Olympia is back in Vegas at a new venue. Do you like that it's back in Vegas?
Back in Vegas. Okay. So I will say this. My first experience in Vegas, which was in 2019, wasn't my first experience was not my best experience. Let's say that. I actually was really sick going into my first Olympia, had the flu. As soon as I got to Vegas, it progressively got worse each day. Wind up not looking great on stage. It just was a crap show. Like it was a shit show. So, it is what it is. But I've redeemed myself since then, going into 4th the next year after that, going in 5th the next year after that, and we're going for that #1 spot this year. But as far as it being back in Vegas, it's cool because it's not at the Orleans, right? It's at Planet Hollywood this year. So it's great that it's at a different venue. But I will say I really loved when it was in Orlando. It was a lot easier, no time zone change. Weather is really similar to ours. It's not that dry heat, so it's kind of like adjusting to the time change, adjusting to the different temperatures as far as being in dry heat, because that's completely different than the heat that we have here. It's more humid here versus dry. So I would prefer it to be in Orlando. I would really prefer it to be in September, just so I can enjoy my holidays. But, at the end of the day, it's the Olympia, it's the Super Bowl of our sport. And of course, I'm still going to do it if it's in December. But yes, do it in September and in Orlando. Just saying.
I'm just excited to go to Vegas.
I don't gamble, so, and it's going to be cold. Like,
it is
70-something degrees.
Yeah, it's gonna be chilly.
Not that fun. And I think at night it's like 30, maybe 40. So
that's cold.
I can't be that naked. I want to be naked. I want to show all of this off, and I can't.
It'd be 74 degrees in my house. That's too hot.
Oh, I'm trying to be outside.
Yeah, you gotta forget we work hard for these bodies.
Photo shoots in the desert, and I'm gonna be cold. That's not fun.
We work hard for these bodies.
74 is not cold.
Yeah, when you wear a two-piece.
Okay, maybe.
I'm trying to go out at night and be cute, and I can't get naked. I'm just saying.
We worked hard. We
trying to show this off.
Trying to show it all off.
I always hear bodybuilders talk about being tired as they get closer to getting on stage. Could you elaborate on that for me?
Okay, so I think that term kind of gets misunderstood when we talk about we are tired, right? So I think most people just think like, oh, okay, well, of course, because you get up to do cardio, and most of us do. We still have to train throughout the day. Sometimes we might have cardio. On top of it, yes, we're dieting very hard. So with that being said, it's not necessarily that we're tired as far as maybe being sleepy tired. I think the best way to really explain it so that you can really understand what it feels like. So let's say, for example, I have a bunch of weights on me, a vest maybe, or chains, a ball and chain, a whole bunch of them, and I'm literally dragging them. That's literally what you feel like when you're really that deprived of food and you're really exerting that much energy. Getting your cardio done fasted, then still having to train later, then still having to do cardio maybe before bed or pose before bed. So you having to do all of that, and it literally just feels like you have weight being pulled around everywhere you go. It honestly gets to the point where I'm so fatigued, whereas I actually usually stop training clients about maybe 2 weeks out, because it gets to the point where like standing for more than 5 minutes is just too much for me. Walking up the stairs is just too much for me. So if that kind of makes sense, it literally just feels like you've got excess weight that you're just dragging and dragging. So I don't know if that really makes sense.
Yeah, it's kind of like when you said you had the flu. Like, you know how you it's not like your body just feels depleted. Like you're just literally, people forget that food fuels you, right? So your food is what gets you through day-to-day life, and we get the minimum for all this muscle mass we have. Like that's a lot. So you're fatigued. The best word to use is fatigue. Like, so we're tired, but not like tired, like, oh my God, like.
I'm just really sleepy. I mean,
Yeah,
I mean, don't get me wrong. It's to the
we
point where
tired,
like
too.
I could sit and in the next 5 minutes just
Be-
knock out,
but-
but your body, it's not like a mental like I'm tired. Like it's your body is literally just shot.
Heavy. Yeah, it's just it's
feels
heavy.
Yeah,
You're just dragging around all this extra. You just like literally.
looking like a zombie. Just
Right. We might as well just start doing like this. But yeah, I feel the same. It's just fatigue. Yeah.
All right, guys. So as you saw today, you got to see a little bit of our quad dominant workout. Real short and sweet, nothing crazy, just continuously getting some blood flow in the quads. Again, I had my homegirl here to keep me company and get me through my leg workout. That's a real friend for you, by the way, because she did not have quads today. So she got me through it. But again, this is O-Bound. Look out for another episode. We are again 3 weeks and 5 days out, 3 weeks and 2 days out. So see you next week.